Hi there, I'm here for one of my first days of the Every Bit Counts challenge. I am going to be harvesting calendula to dry and turn into calendula infused olive oil. I have a paper bag here, as that is the method that I like to use to dry. You can use a dehydrator, you can let them air dry. I like the paper bag method because it keeps the dust off of them. It doesn't use up space in my dehydrator when I have other things that are coming on from the garden that I need to use that for. I like to find a petal that's nice and open, run down the stem until I either reach a crook in the stem or another bloom. We don't want to take off those other blooms. And then I use just the head is what goes in the bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of these, and then I will show you the rest of the process. Okay, we got everything that had any open blooms and color cut off. They are in this bag, and I will just fold this bag down. I will label it. I have a hanger in my office where I hang these in dried herbs, and they will just hang there until they are dry. The nice thing about the bag is that it keeps them clean even if I forget about them and don't get to them for a few weeks or months. A few of these were further along than what I like for this, and any that had gone to seed, I just cut them off and let them go into the dirt. They will reseed and grow new plants. I usually come out here every couple of days and get a bag about like this. It's super easy. Like, this is the easiest way to dry anything, as far as I am concerned. But I will show you the next step after they're dry. I have some in the house that are already dry, so we'll go get those. Okay, so once they're dry, they just look like this. They, the petals fall off really easy. We're just gonna put those in the jar. You want all the moisture gone because oil and water don't mix. We all know that. It can create mold if there's moisture left in here, even with the oil. So I'm going to pack these in here pretty good. Like I said, this is the second batch I've made this year, and there will still be plenty more left. At the end of the season, I do let the rest of the bloom just go to seed. And then I just pour over extra virgin olive oil to cover. This is when you realize how not full your jar actually is. Alright. And then I will just put this in a cool, dark place, not completely tucked away in a closet or anything, because I do like to give it a little bit of a shake every few days. But that will sit for, I'll have to double check. I think it's about 8 weeks. I don't think it hurts for it to go longer. You do want to make sure you're checking on it to make sure everything's below the oil, and that you don't have any mold forming. But after this is completely infused, you can strain it off, and then the oil can be used in lots of various things. I use it in salves and balms with some coconut oil and beeswax, and it's just great. My husband gets eczema in the wintertime. He likes to use it to just soothe that skin that's irritated. So anyways, if I think about it and we're still doing this when that time comes and we're ready to make some salve, I'll bring you along. Anyways, have a great day. Hopefully you enjoy this content and the rest of the Every Bit Counts challenge. Usually it's food preservation. I will be adding in some of this kind of stuff too, just because, like I said in a previous video, Three Rivers Homestead that originated this challenge, they are in the Midwest, and her garden is, well, this year her garden isn't thriving. She had some herbicide drift, vapor drift, that kind of killed her garden. But she is still going to be participating in the challenge. She still needs to put up food for her family. She will just be sourcing it elsewhere. But she is still in an area where she's had zucchini coming on for a couple of months. She's, the tomatoes are coming on. Like, I'm in Oregon. I got kind of a late start. So I don't have a ton of stuff coming out of the garden yet. But we will try to still have 31 days of trying to get things put up for winter. Have a great day.